scaredy cat.
Welcome back, guys, and welcome to my review of Goosebumps. Goosebumps is directed by Rob Letterman, and it stars Dylan Minnette, Dea Rush, and Ryan Lee, and Jack Black as R.L. Stein. Not really a surprising fact that Jack Black is in this movie, because Letterman, this is like his 30th movie with Jack Black in it, and hopefully it has a better outcome than Gulliver's Travels. Now, going into this movie, I wasn't really expecting much because it seems like nowadays movies like to ruin my childhood. Now, growing up, I was a fan of the Goosebumps TV show, but I didn't read a lot of the books, but I do have a few of the books. I will pan over to show you guys them.
Ooh. Ah.
Now, going into this movie, I was just expecting it to slap the Goosebumps logo on it just to make a few extra bucks, but I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised with the way they handled the Goosebumps stories. And by the way, if you haven't seen the old Goosebumps episode, I think it's Night of the Living Dummy Part 4, but it's got Hayden Christensen in it, and if you want to go watch that, you're gonna laugh, because it's superb acting, as per usual, with Hayden Christensen. But like I said, going into this movie, I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but I gotta say, I had a lot of fun with Goosebumps. I wasn't really sure how they were going to handle the Goosebumps name. I wasn't sure if this movie was just going to be like a collaboration of a bunch of stories, kind of like the VHS movie, but obviously not as dark. Now, the story is a mom and her son move to a new town because the mom has a new job there. The son is moving in and he hates the city and he doesn't want to be there. But the son looks next door and he sees this neighbor girl that he really likes. But one night he looks out his window and he sees what he thinks to be a domestic violence problem, where the girl that he liked is getting beaten by her father. So he and his friend, played by Ryan Lee, try to break into the house and try to rescue the girl from her father. But what they didn't know is they're breaking into R.L. Stein's house. Now, for those of you who don't know, R.L. Stein was the author of the original Goosebumps books. But when they break into his house, they end up releasing all the monsters he's created by opening the books, and when you open a book, whatever the villain from that book is, comes out and is a real thing, like a tangible thing. So the movie is basically them trying to capture all these monsters and put it back into the books. Like I said before, R.L. Stein is the author of the Goosebumps books, and I gotta say, having him as a character was something I did not expect, and I was really surprised of how they handled that. I thought it was really unique to have the story kind of set in our world. It'd be kind of like if somebody broke into Stephen King's house and opened up The Shining and Jack Torrance came out. By the way, there's a Stephen King joke in this movie that is completely hilarious, and it's a really like tongue-in-cheek thing, kind of poke at Stephen King, and it's something that I didn't expect from a child's movie, because it's something that the kids won't get, but us older folk will get. Now, there was a lot of jokes in this movie that were kind of tongue-in-cheek, and there were more mature jokes, and I applaud the movie for that, but then also the movie has this cheesy, fart jokes and stuff like that. But in this movie, what stuck out to me as the cheesiest aspect of it was its CGI. Like I said, when you open up the books, the monsters come out, and the monsters were generally composed of CGI, and that really bothered me because if they were live action or animatronics or character makeup, I feel like this movie would have been way better than it was. I would have really appreciated it if the monsters were actually created creatures and not just created on a computer, because most of the characters were CGI except for Slappy the Dummy. Now, if you didn't read the Goosebumps books, you wouldn't know who Slappy the Dummy is. Slappy is kind of the mascot for Goosebumps. He's arguably the most popular villain, and he's a dummy that can come to life. He's kind of like the kid-friendly Chucky. And having Slappy as the main villain was a great choice. It really hit the nostalgia button for young fans like me who liked the TV show or liked the books. And best of all, Slappy wasn't CGI. Yay! Now, the acting in this movie wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just okay. It was passable. I didn't really have a problem with it. Especially since this was a movie that I thought was going to be trash, I wasn't really impressed. I wasn't disappointed. It was just passable. But considering how much fun I had with Goosebumps, combined with the tongue-in-cheek dialogue, but the lackluster CGI and acting leaves me to give Goosebumps a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you click the link down below and subscribe to my channels to see more movie reviews and movie-related things. Again, guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time.